Okay, what's up, guys? So one of you guys asked me to react to this video uploaded by Mr. Nightmare called, or actually, you guys, I think you guys just said just upload or react to Mr. Nightmare, and this is the first video I've seen. There's another Mr. Nightmare video that I have opened up that you guys want me to check out. So, anyways, but this one is called Three True Baby Monitor Horror Stories. Yeah, I don't know. After seeing, what was that one movie? Dang, what was it? It was in Insidious. And I think it was in that movie where they had one of those like baby monitor things, and you hear like a ghost like something scream out no, or it screamed out something. And I'm like, bruh, I don't need like and it's like it's a thing that you'll need unless like in case you live in a big house, but that'd be so scary, man. Because I'm like, bruh, if I hear or see anything that I should not be hearing or seeing, I'm like saying, you just gotta throw the whole baby out. You gotta throw the baby monitor out. You just gotta throw the whole family out. Cause I'm like, nah, I'd seriously would live in the mountains by myself. But anyways, if you guys haven't, make sure you guys go show some love and support to Mr. Nightmare. And that being said, let's get into this video. See that? That right there. I'm like, why is my baby looking like that? Sorry, James Corden. Here we go. The sound effects and all the other scary
What you're about to
stuff.
hear is the scariest thing I'd ever experienced. My sister and her husband were going away to Hawaii for a week. So since I'm the
Thought he was
second,
telling the story himself, but I was like, okay, but no, he is telling the story, but it ain't like about his sister and husband. It's about the person that wrote the. Okay, I was about to say, I'm like, dang, now you're a family, so you see what happens when you do these videos. Eventually, that stuff gonna catch up onto you. But anyways,
and oldest, she asked me to watch my 2-year-old nephew Sean for the duration. 2 was a tricky age for me because Sean was still in diapers at the time, and changing diapers was the last thing I'd ever want to be doing.
yeah,
Still, family is family, and I had to return a favor to them anyway. I was sleeping in the guest bedroom upstairs for the duration, and by the third day I had everything down to a rhythm. Wake up, feed him, do my work in the living room while supervising him as he played, feeding him again, then putting him to bed. My sister has a high-tech baby monitor that connects to a touchscreen tablet. It records sound and video from above Sean's crib and feeds it to the tablet. I would keep that by my side while he slept, no matter where I was. The living room, the bedroom, anywhere. Midday most of the time he'd get sleepy and I'd bring him to his crib to take a nap.
gotta take that daily
By
nap.
like the 4th day, Sean was taking a nap, so I was in the backyard sitting at my sister's outdoor bar on my laptop. I had the baby monitor placed on the bar, so I was able to easily hear Sean start to laugh at something. I checked the tablet, and I saw him standing in his crib, so I guessed it was time to take him out. I went up to his room and grabbed him to bring him outside in the yard with me, where he drove around in his little electric toy car. For basically the rest of the day, I just watched
That's
Sean.
what I'm like, nah. First off, me and that baby would have been side by side with each other throughout the whole time. I'm not gonna be the baby ain't gonna be in the house by himself, and I'm not gonna be in the house by myself. We are going to defend each other. Yes, a 2-year-old baby is going to defend me, but nah, seriously, like, yeah, I don't know. That's just something I don't think I could do. Like, if somebody asked me to watch their kid, I'm not gonna be in one part of the house. Like, not to criticize how he babysits a kid and things, but yeah, I'm just like, no, I'm like, I have to be in the same room as the child. Like, that's just the type of person I am. I cannot take my eye, unless I go to the bathroom or something. I'm going to try to be fast about it. But, yeah, I'm like, nope, baby's laughing about something. What is it laughing at? That baby, it's like 2 years old, and it's already knowing sitcoms and comedy shows on TV or YouTube. I'm like, no, that ain't right. That ain't right.
And play with his toys while I would either be doing work on my laptop or just watching something on TV. Shortly after dinner time, I changed him one last time and put him into his crib. An hour or so passed, and there really wasn't much else for me to do. I wasn't interested in anything playing on TV, so I went upstairs to the guest bedroom to put an end to the night. Laying in bed in the dark, the room suddenly lit up.
Is he at his sister's house? Huh. I thought they was like at his place, but no, he's at his. So if the sister's house is haunted, I'd been like, no, you keep that. I'm like, this is the last time my baby. We going over to my house, or maybe the baby is haunted. Maybe the baby is haunted. You never know. But I'm like, we ain't staying at your house no more if your house is haunted.
The tablet on the bedside table. I heard Sean laughing again. The tablet would light up if any significant amount of motion or sound was detected. I was comfortable in my position. I didn't really want to move. But when the screen suddenly went dark, yet I could still hear Sean's laughs, I got confused. I picked up the tablet, and all I saw was black. Yet, in a way, it seemed as though the screen was still on. I heard Sean say the word "yeah" as he continued laughing. Something wasn't right. I set the tablet down and began walking to Sean's room, calling his name as I was on my way. I got to his room, and he was standing in his crib. I asked him why he was awake and who he was talking to. He then tried reaching for something atop the crib, but his short arms couldn't reach it. It seemed he was going for the camera for the baby monitor. So I pointed at it and said, "Camera?" And he replied, "Yeah." I picked him up to give him a little lift to see what he was trying to do with the camera. And as I lifted him, he used his little thumb to cover the camera lens. My heart sank as I put the pieces together. The reason the tablet went dark was because it was being covered by someone, but I knew it wasn't Sean based on the fact that he couldn't reach it. "Sean, is someone in here?" I asked him. And in response, he pointed to the closet.
Nope.
I picked him up and ran outside to the neighbor's house, pounding on the door, screaming for help. An elderly woman answered, and she let me call the police with her phone. She was already clearly close with Sean, and because of that, she seemed a lot more comforting. Police showed up and said when they checked the upstairs closet, it was open, but no one was inside. The fact that it was open alone says everything. Someone was in Sean's closet that night. They must have made an escape when I took Sean and ran.
That's crazy.
The officers told me to stay at someone else's place for the night, and the elderly woman next door allowed us to sleep there. The next few nights after that, I watched Sean at my apartment. My sister and her husband cut the trip short, of course, after hearing the news.
Yeah. That's some stuff where I'm like, see, that's the thing where I'm like, look, you bring your kid with you. Don't ask me to watch your kid no more. I do not need this type of behavior in my life, all right? I know. That, like, nah, you keep that. You keep that, because I don't want it. I don't want it at all. That is some crazy stuff. Somebody was in that house playing with little baby Sean.
I was a 10-year-old diabetic who lived on the second-story floor. My parents lived on the first floor. That night, my dad was watching a scary movie about aliens. The aliens took over the world and were controlling people with their minds.
Oh, maybe not Signs.
I was unable to sleep in the room that
Signs, that movie scared the life out of me when I was a kid. Me and my friends, we were sharing that on social media or Facebook. And, that movie, it was that scene where they showed when they were at that kid's birthday party and that alien walked across the alleyway. I'm like, took me out. It was that and the ending of that movie where they were like in the basement and stuff. And then when the alien stuck his fingers out, I think that was like in the midway part. That's just overall a creepy movie, but it was a good movie.
My sister that night. So instead, I slept on the first-story floor with my parents. At that time, my parents were using a baby monitor to make sure I didn't need any help in the middle of the night to take care of my diabetes. Late that night, as my parents and I fell asleep, I heard my mother's voice over the baby monitor. She said, "Amanda, honey, come give me a kiss. I'm going to work." In a confused daze, I looked outside to see it was pitch black. That's weird, I go to myself. Isn't it too late for my mom to be going to work?
Yeah. Oh,
I rub the sleep out of my eyes as I make my way upstairs. The door to my sister's room cracks open, and my mom isn't in there. My sister is sound asleep on her bed, and the curtain just drifts open. I look around for my mom, but still can't find her. I make my way fast down the stairs and back into my parents' room, where my mom sat up and went, "What are you doing up?" I said, "Didn't you just ask me to come upstairs to give you a kiss goodbye?" She looks at me funny. No, why would I say that?
Sometimes you can be half asleep and you will be hearing things. I remember I thought, or actually no, was I just dreaming? I know there's been times where I've been like dreaming and would hear something from the TV like in my dream. Like I was watching a Ninja Warrior, and it wasn't like American Ninja Warrior. It was like the original Ninja Warrior. So of course they got like the dude up there like speak. I think this show did it take place in Japan. So I think the guy was overall speaking Japanese. I don't know. I think it was, but I'm not going to guarantee or confirm that it was. So it could have been recorded in China. It could be recorded somewhere else. But anyways, let's just say it was recorded in Japan. And the guy was like up on there yelling, and I remember hearing it in my dream, and I just wake up and I'm like, why was I dreaming about a Japanese man screaming? Like, what was he even screaming about? Not realizing that, yeah, Ninja Warrior was on. So, maybe that could be the case, but this is a Mr. Nightmare video. It's not that case.
She said. I looked at the baby monitor and said, "You didn't hear that?" She looked.
That's why you gotta get that stuff like where it got like a recorder on it. So you get a recorder on it and stuff. Then I mean, she could have been like sleep talking or something, but yeah.
It says go back to sleep. I lay on the floor shaking, thinking about what just happened.
Yes. She could have been sleep talking. There's an app I remember where it was like they would record people when they sleep talking, bro. That was the funniest app ever. Funniest app ever. But yeah, they that could be the case. I don't know. That wasn't really scary. I'm like, I don't know. Like it would have been more so something like that. I honestly would have laughed about. I'd be like, you definitely was just talking in your sleep, and you asked them like that either her or the sister or whoever. You asked us to give you a kiss because you getting ready to go to work. I'm like, you were sleep talking, bro. I'm like, that's what I said because I'm like, that wasn't that scary though. The first one was a bit more scarier than that, but. That one, I was like, nah. Like, they used to sit down and think, man. I'm like, we all sleep talk. It all happens.
My teens and early 20s, I would babysit as my side hustle.
Is it?
I was always really good with toddlers and babies.
Oh, this must be the craziest
Usually
one.
the parents of the really young ones would.
This one's pretty long.
There was this one pair of kids named Lucas and Adriana. Lucas was 2 and Adriana was 7. Though Adriana doesn't have much to do with this story, I'll just say that right now. Lucas didn't really speak much, though I was told he had only just turned 2 a few weeks ago at the time. After a long and stressful day of watching the kids, they went to sleep. I would be spending the night at this couple's house watching their kids while they were out in some beach town with friends or something.
Like, why the house
when
moving
the kids
like
finally
that?
went to sleep, I had some peace and quiet.
That ain't normal.
To unwind. As watching the two of them was a lot. I lay in the living room watching a movie. The couple actually still had a baby monitor for Lucas's room, and they asked me to keep that in earshot when he went to sleep. I left it on the coffee table in the living room. Eventually, I ended up on a FaceTime call with my friend, and that ate away so much time that by the end of it, it was past 12. I went to sleep after that. Actually, I fell asleep pretty easily. The next thing I remember was the dream. A freaky, disturbing, messed up dream. Everyone knows dreams can be weird and grainy, so I can't describe verbatim what happened in this dream. But the best I can remember, I somehow had lost the baby monitor and Lucas was missing. After searching through this weird dream version of the couple's house, I found the baby monitor under the bed, and on the screen was Lucas's dead body. And upon seeing that, a deep voice kept saying this was your fault. I must have heard it like 3 times
that was his
before
dream?
I suddenly woke up.
That's a scary dream.
After realizing it was just a dream,
I
remembered the baby monitor. I left it on the coffee table downstairs. But before going down to get it, I figured I'd check Lucas's room first since it was closer anyway. And I saw he was fast asleep.
Okay.
After that, I went downstairs to get the device and went back up to the room I was staying in. I went back to sleep, but once again, I woke up sometime later. But this time, I woke up to the little monitor device beeping and the red light flashing. I picked it up, and on the screen was Lucas standing up looking directly into the camera. Not smiling or laughing, just looking dead set into the camera, his eyes glowing in the night vision.
Yep. Throw the baby out.
The way he was looking freaked me out.
Open the window.
It was a cause for concern, so I rushed over to his room.
I'm saying, if I go and look at my baby monitor, right, and then that's what I remember that photo too. There was like, I guess it was like a reflection or some stuff like that. But yeah, I definitely would have been like, nah, throw the baby out. I'm like, that baby belonged to the streets or to whatever ghost done possessed that baby, but they don't belong to me. They ain't my baby. That'd be the one and only time I went to Maury, just to prove that ain't my baby.
Laying on his back. I said his name a few times and lightly shook him, but he didn't wake up. I looked around the room, scared, feeling like there was another presence in there with us. I checked the closet and looked under the crib. No one.
Yes.
I went back to the other bedroom and looked at the monitor again. It showed Lucas laying flat in his crib. I turned it off for the night, but I didn't sleep as easily after that.
Nope. I know I wouldn't.
To this day, I still don't understand that dream I had, or if it was some kind of warning. And I don't know what exactly I was seeing on that baby monitor screen.
I would never go back to sleep.
I don't know what to believe was actually real.
I'm like, Lucas got to be up in order for me to go to sleep, because I am not going to sleep regardless. I'm like, nah, that's some crazy stuff right there. That is, yeah, I ain't feeling that. But that was a good video. That was a really good video. Shout out to Mr. Nightmare for that one. His videos, I reacted to his videos before. They have been pretty creepy and stuff, but they're usually good. They're always good. So anyways, if you guys haven't, make sure you guys go subscribe to Mr. Nightmare for more videos like this. Yeah, definitely go check out his channel. He is at, how many subscribers he got? 5 million subscribers, so he must have just hit 5 million a while ago. But anyways, yeah, show him some more love, show him some more support. Like, subscribe to me too. I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching, and peace.